My earliest memory of going to the movies started probably when I was 6 years old. I liked all the cowboy movies, and I liked all movies actually. They were fun to go to. And when my mother was selling tickets there, I never had to pay, so I went for quite a few years going to those movies all the time until I started working there myself.
My mother-in-law, Helen Fulcher, was a ticket lady for many, many years, and she was just a barrel of laughs. She is a hot ticket.
I felt when I'm going to work, oh, I'm making this possible for people to come to this movie.
My mother's probably started in the theater probably late 40s, early 50s. She took over for her next door neighbor, Connie Pelletier, who was the ticket lady, and she asked my mother to take over for her for a few days off, and then they moved to California, and my mother was full-time from then on. So she spent a lot of time there, and I did too.
Every night that movie theater was packed, and the same people would come. It was great. I got to know everyone.
When I went to the movie, I got pretty serious, and I'd bring my cap pistol with me, and when the bad guys were after the good guys, I was shooting my cap pistol at the bad guys.
And I said, you will not be allowed to run around. I don't care how many is running around. You don't want to let me see you there.
And my friend, now he's 91 years old, he was the boss there, took the tickets and kept order. And his name was Ernest Pelletier, Ernie Pelletier. In fact, he stopped by yesterday and we had a little talk and remembrance about how he used to throw me out. So.
Some were people, so they would bring their children to the matinee, and they thought I was going to be a built-in babysitter, I guess.
Yeah, my brother Jim was a projectionist at the theater, and he ran the movies and fixed all the movies when they broke in the projectors. Every once in a while, a sprocket would break and the film would burn through, and everybody would stomp their feet, and he'd have to hurriedly get the thing taped back together. And
Jimmy was a very good projectionist, and Brian too.
When I worked there, my two boys were quite young, and I had to bring them with me, and of course, especially on matinees.
I used to go upstairs to the projector room, crawl around the floor looking for money.
Working there, you always had a bird's eye view of everybody coming in. The crowd would be lined up all the way to almost to the Rotary, where the bank is, waiting to get into the first or second show. And
oh my gosh, we used to have a good time.
So often, before the movie started, they would play organ music, and this was one of the songs that just, after you hear it a million times, it's in your brain and you can't get it out. So I had no trouble finding it on the internet.
I lived not too far from the movie theater. Matter of fact, I lived at 878 Main Street, where Naomi Turner did buy my parents' house. And we would walk to the movies, and I remember, like singing in the rain, I remember dancing all the way home. Those kind of movies. And we went in any kind of weather, and we walked, always walked to the movie theater. Chatham was just a wonderful place to live. I'm so fortunate that I grew up here, and I've been here since I was 2 years old. We could walk anywhere. We walked everywhere, and you knew everyone. And you could wave to, you'd go by in the car or on the street, and you'd wave to everyone. Everyone knew everyone.
These boxes here held the movie programs for the coming attractions of the theater. This is just a photo of one. It's smaller than the original. and they were filled up in this box for people to take, and there were two of them, one on each side of the entrance to from the lobby into the theater.
My sister, my older sister, graduated there. You know, they didn't wear caps and gowns then. They just wore a lovely white, long, well, I almost think it was a ball gown. They always looked so beautiful. All those girls, the young men were all dressed in their, like a little tux. And they had quite a good-sized graduating class when my sister graduated from there.
Well, I'm very happy that this has happened because when CVS moved out of there, I just jokingly said one day to someone, well, what are they going to do with the movie theater now? And so I said, well, they're probably going to bring back movie theater, hopefully. And by golly, if it wasn't maybe a month later, they're doing it. And I'm glad they are. It's going to be great for the town. It really will.
It'd be wonderful if we got the Chatham Orpheum done in time for the 300th anniversary. Yeah. Would be wonderful.